piles up of stitches. Okay, let me close this again. Now I need to provide an alignment stitch. And the best place to put your alignment stitch is, and we'll give it a totally different colour. We'll make it blue, and we'll increase the magnification. We'll go from here, the end of that stitch, does help if you have a tool, Maggie. We'll go from here, end of that stitch, and you can run it the entire length if you want down to this stitch. Oops, wrong spot. Right into the center of that cursor, and you enter it. Okay, you highlight it. Now you don't go to Object Reshape, you go to Dimensions, Single Run Line, 6 millimeters. You want to be able to take it out. Okay, now comes the fun bit. Now we go into Combine and give ourselves 2 hoops. So I go into Combine and I bring down another hoop. And I've got to drop the scale on this. And I move the second hoop over. And that's the centre of that design. So it's about that far over, I think. And then I come out of Combine. I'm too close. I highlight this. I go to Edit, Duplicate, flip horizontally, and I move that across. Use my arrow keys. I'm not quite high enough for you to see. Right, my arrow key is just a little bit more. There we go. And you can see I didn't move my hoop across far enough because it's not within the confines of the hoop. So I have to go back into Combine and move that hoop over. It's too far over this side. I need to get it moved over to that side. I also need to put in this guideline. So I'll duplicate that, edit, duplicate, move it up one, thank you, because it's got to stitch before this stitches. This one will stitch at the end, this one will stitch at the beginning. Okay, so I go back into Combine mode. And here I am back in Combine mode, and I click on this hoop and I move it over, and I'm still not over far enough. I think that's about it there. So I'm going to come out of this mode, click on the Combine mode again, and I haven't quite got my centre in the right place. You see over here, it's at the foot of this one here. So I need to be a little bit further in. Isn't it wonderful? Okay, so let's move that so that centre mark sits. It does help if you have it selected, Maggie. That centre mark's got to sit equal to that other one on the other side. And I'd say that's about equal. I'll just move it up a tad. There we go. Now the dotted lines are running over the top of one another. Maybe move it over 1/10. There we go. And then command of combine. Now I can save that as the whole design. I'll tell that file, save as Fiona Jeff. Save. Now it gives me my hooping sequence. Okay, there's my first hoop. So I click on my second hoop. There's my second hoop. Now I can elect to save both parts. It's also given me its own alignment marks, which I can use. If I go back to 1, I've got a red alignment mark, a red alignment mark. I go to 2, I've got a green alignment mark, I've got a green alignment mark. So you can do away completely with your blue alignment marks if you want. But I'm very used to using the self-inserted alignment marks. I find I can cope with those. Okay, so I'm going to say save all. All hooping files were saved. Okay. Okay, Fiona, I hope that helps you, and I hope it helps everybody else who is having problems understanding exactly how branching and multi-hooping works. Now in the next video I will show you how you can also, just using a quarter and a smaller hoop, combine that lot into a 200mm hoop. So I'll see you in the next video.